Hey, what's up guys? This is Felix here, and I understand that most of you who are in the 12 weeks program, a lot of you are new. So I want to make sure that you guys feel welcome, you guys feel, you guys know exactly what to do whenever you're in the training room. So I decided to make this video to give you a personal tour of how the facility works, what's in it, how's the equipment, how does it work, and how to use them, okay? So follow me. So the first thing first is that I want to share with you this side over here. This wall. So this wall right here, this is your workout routines, okay? So every time you come to the class, the first thing you take a look at this thing, and there's definitely gonna be a briefing, and it's okay if you do not know how to read all these terms and all the terminology and stuff like that. No problem, okay? So just want to show you this the board, and slowly later on when you learn more and more, you're gonna be able to understand what's going on in all these things. For now, just understand that this is your workout board. It is divided into. This is the lift class, and everything below this line, that's the bolt class, okay? So bolt, lift, simple. So next one, we're gonna take a look at this thing right here. So this is this area, this whole area that you can see in front of you, this part here. These are your pre-workout area. So you're gonna do your pre-workouts all over here, and your post-workouts as well. Sometimes the class overspill, but it's okay, no problem. And everything behind here, from the first line right here, this is the first platform right here. That will be your class area. So we have a maximum of 9 slots, as you can see. So 6 slots for the Infinity rig, and 3 other slots for the squat racks, the standalone squat racks. So once you are here, take a look at the workout of the day, and then after that you can start getting started on your pre-workout, okay? Next, I want to show you this thing right here. This is called the gymnastic ring. And the way you adjust, so the gymnastic ring is used for like things like dips, ring rows, and stretching maybe. Sometimes you need that. So I'm going to show you how to adjust that. First thing is, you take this thing right here. Okay, you see this buckle here? So what you do is, from this position, you can press this thing, and you'll be able to adjust the height of the rings. All right, simple stuff. So that's the ring row. The next one is. This is the squat rack. So in the squat rack, we're gonna use the squat rack for a variety of things. We're gonna use it for strict presses. We're gonna use it for squats. Sometimes we're gonna use it for bend over row. Whatever it is, you're gonna use it a lot. So and the part about squat is this. This is called the J cup. Okay. The reason why is because it has this angle that looks like a J. So why is it important to understand this? Because you're gonna be racking your bar onto the J cup, just like this. All right, so I want to show you how to adjust your J cup. Now, let me just adjust this camera. Cool. There you go. All right, so you want the center of the middle of the J cup must be directly at your shoulder. So you're gonna twist. I'm gonna twist it up like that, and unlock it. Then we're gonna go up a little bit higher to adjust it to my height. So I'm going to stand next to it. So if this is the middle of the J cup, if it is at the top of my shoulder, I just did it well, okay? So I'm going to do it for this side. Boom, done. Next. Then I'll be able to use a barbell. Just like that, right? So if I want to do a strict press, I can comfortably go into that position and start. If I want to do a back squat, I can go into that position. Just nice. Done. Next one. I'm going to show you. That's the J cup, and the next thing is, this is the standalone squat racks. As you can see, standalone squat racks. This one. Right. So the standalone squat racks functions exactly the same with the Infinity rig. The Infinity rig is the one that I just used just now to show you, and so that's basically it. You have 6 slots over here. Whenever you guys are coming for a class, the coach will position you based on where he wants you to be. He or she wants to see you. So sometimes you want a group. Sometimes they might want to group the more advanced people together, and they want to group the more beginners together, so it's easy to keep an eye on everyone. So yeah, I want to show you this special area here. So this area here, as you can see, is a bit slightly elevated, and the reason why it's slightly elevated is because this is called the lifting platform. Okay, so the lifting platform is here because it's made out of solid wood. The reason why it is doing that is because whenever you want to do something which is very, very heavy, we want to do it over there. So if let's say you're deadlifting like around 200 kilos or whatnot, you wouldn't want to do it on normal ground, because the normal ground is practically hollow at the bottom. So it's very, 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 very loud when you need to drop weights, or when you do a very, very heavy deadlift. So do it over there if you're reaching a very, very heavy weight. Okay. So but anything less than for deadlift, anything less than 150 kilo, don't need to bother. Just do it on the normal ground. Just exceeding 150 kilo, then when you think about that. So that is the lifting platform. Next, you see these things over here? These are the cast iron plates. So the cast iron plates are very, very thin, but they are very, very heavy. So this is just this is 25 kilos, even though it's just so thin. So again, for people who the reason why we had that is because we used to have power lifters here, and sometimes like the rubber bumpers that we are using, it's they max out the bar, and the bar has no place to put the weight, so they need something which is thinner. That's why that is around. Speaking of plates, this is what you call a bumper plate. This thing right here, this is a bumper plate. It is made. This bumper plate is made of compacted rubber. Okay, so what they do is that they basically take those tire and like used tire already in the landfill. What they do is that they go and put all of those things in a massive blender, shred it to very, very small pieces, and then they pour resin on it. They put it under 25 tons of pressure and until it hardens. So this is how you get these weights. So this is 10 kilo, 25 pounders. 25 pounders are 10 kilo. And you have a 10 pounder over here. So most of the people who are new, you're gonna start with just 10 pounder or maybe even slightly smaller using fractional plates. So this is where all of the bumpers are at. Yeah, so let's take a look. Since we are talking on the topic of bumpers, we can just I can just talk to you about the fractional plates as well. So you may have like what is below 10 pounds. Maybe 10 pounds is too heavy. So what you do is that you can actually use the fractional plates, and here is where the fractional plates are at. These are 5 pounds, 2.5 kilos. These are 1.25 pound, and this is 2.5 pound. So you can find it all over here. All right. So you have bumpers, you have fractional plates, and you also have your cast iron plates, more cast iron plates. So over there, just now the thin one, that was 25 kilo. This is let me see, this is 5 kilos, 10 kilos, 15 kilos, and 20 kilos. So as you can see, we have like all range for you to use. What's next? Barbells. So far, just to recap what we have covered so far, we have covered the workout board. We have covered the J cup, the squat racks. We've covered the bumper plates and the cast iron plates. Now we're gonna talk a little bit about the barbells. Okay, we have 4 different kinds of bars. Okay, so the first and foremost is called the bar pipe. So I'm gonna show you where the bar pipe is. The bar pipe is this one. It's basically PVC pipe. Well, it is not basically PVC pipe. It is PVC pipe. So this is your bar pipe, and the reason why we use this for stretching, we use to warm up, or maybe you want to use it for, let's say, just practicing movements. Maybe you want to practice your strict press. All right, so you're going to use something which is very, very light. This one is less than 500 grams, very, very light stuff. So that's called the bar pipe. Next, you have the body pump bars. So the body pump bars are here. These are all body pump bars. These are all body pump plates. I'll take this like that, and you can actually slot things. Let's say it's just 1 kilo here. You can actually slot things over inside here, and you can actually lock it in place by using these, right? So these are the body pump bar clippers. So you can actually keep it open, bring it in, and then from here you can lock it. All right. So let me show you again. Just up, in, and lock it. Simple as that. Okay. It will be very secure. But if you're carrying some, so the reason why we have a body pump bar is because not everybody is able to carry that empty barbell. The empty barbell alone is like 20 kilos. So for a lot of you, that may be very, very heavy. So that's the reason why we start off with these light bars. So these body pump bars are around 1 kilo each, and you can have all these things to add on to that. So yeah, be careful, okay, not to put in. If let's say you're gonna slot it in like that, don't put in the 10 kilos, because if let's say you have at the bottom here, imagine if this is 10 kilo with a small little caliper like that, it's not gonna hold, it's gonna fall. So don't do that. Be sure to respect the equipment all the time, so that the equipment can actually work for you. All right. I'm gonna throw this back in. Next one. So we covered bar pipe, body pump bar. Next one I'm going to talk about training bars. Training bars is the next progression on top of body pump bars. For the simple reason, I'm going to put it right here so they can see. So this thing right here, okay, this thing right here, that's where all the metal bars are at. So this one at the top is called a training bar. Training bar is 15 pounders. And this one, the longer one over here at the bottom, that's the Olympic bar. So the actual name for it is called Ohio bars by Rogue. So Ohio bars is 20 kilos, and these are 15 pounds. 20 kilos is 45 pounds. This one is 15 pounds, so it's 1/3 the weight of it. So the reason why this is important is because sometimes it is you're strong enough, you've outgrown the body pump bars, but you're not strong enough to go into the Olympic bars yet. So what we want to do is we want to transition you safely. So use the training bar instead. And you can notice one thing very interesting, which is the sleeve. This thing here, that's called the sleeve. Alright, the sleeve, the distance between the sleeves are same for the training bar as it is for the Olympic bars. And what that means for you is you can actually put this in the squat rack. I'm just going to show you this squat rack right here. Okay, so this squat rack right here. As you can see, with this body pump bar, you can barely fit the squat rack because you can barely fit the squat rack because the weight will be here. It doesn't make sense, right? So what you can do is you can use the training bar. So here's where the training bar is. As you can see, nice fit. Okay, the sleeve is not inside it's not in the J cup, which is very, very good. Okay, so from here, that's when you can actually start adding on the weights. So that's the training bar and the Olympic bar. Now, just one quick thing, you may find so the thing that we are using to keep the plates inside here, okay, are these things. These are the clippers. Okay, they will not fit for your barbell. So what you do is that you can just bring in the plates. You can put it right here. Sorry, the exposure is just too much. That's so much better. Okay, cool. Right, cool. So what you can do is you can put the plates inside here, slot this in. See the red thing right here? Snap that. Right? Then your plates will be safe. And that's it. That is for the training bar. Let's see what else to cover. Oh, the box jumps. So from time to time we'll be asking you to do stuff like box jump. So this is where these boxes come in. Okay, see that? These boxes, the one that says Rogue right here. So these boxes, right, they have 3 different sides. One setting is actually at the lowest, which is 20 inches, and then after that you flip it over, it's going to be 30 inches, and if you flip it the other way around, it's going to be 24 inches. So you have 20, 24, and 30 inches to play around with. So you have like, yeah, so your coach, if you do not know how to find the scaling for yourself, ask your coach and your coach will be able to do it for you. Cool? So that is the box jumps. Next, we have the mat balls. Okay, so the mat balls are these babies right here. Okay, so these are called mat balls. Mat balls is a short form for medicine ball. So we have two different kinds of medicine ball, two different weights of medicine ball over here. We have the 20 pounders right here, and then you also have the 14 pounders. You can actually see the weight by just looking at the number on the side over here. You'll be able to see the weight. So we have a lot of medicine balls so that everyone can simultaneously use it, because we really don't like we really want to avoid you guys having to share equipment if at all possible. So rather than having a large variety of items, we would rather have like a smaller, a little bit lesser variety of items, but we also have a lot more quantity. Okay. So the last but not least, we also have the kettlebells, right? So the kettlebells, the green one is 24 kilo, the red one is 32 kilo, yellow is 16 kilo, pink is 8 kilo. So it is like the kind of stuff that we do with the kettlebell. It's not so many stuff. So don't worry. Don't worry about it if let's say you're feeling that okay, well, so heavy and whatnot. Don't worry too much about it, because whatever it is that we do, it confirm you'll be able to do, and we're gonna scale it down for you. Okay. Having what is next? So other things not very important. We have like yoga mats. We also have like foam rollers, and clients are especially happy with the water cooler. All right. So when you're tired, you can come over here and bring. And that is it. So is there anything else? Oh yeah, the chairs, the benches. These are the benches. Now, if you do not understand how to use the benches from this video, it's okay, no problem. Just when you come into class, just understand that this is the bench, and when the coach asks you to take a bench, that's the bench. And obviously, last but not least, you have, I think, is the most important thing of all, our core value board. I spent a lot of time creating our core values, and I'm really quite proud of it. We are obsessed with growth. We redefine possibilities. We attract wealth from helping others. We choose justice and fairness. Breathe positivity. We are powerful through discipline. Live your passion and purpose. Embrace, create, and drive change. Settle for nothing but excellence. And finally, work as one tribe. So that's all of our core values. I like to have meetings around here, and people also like to hang around here, so you're welcome to come and absorb the energy and the inspiration from this wall. And that is that. I understand this video is a bit long, but no problem about it. Just I hope if whatever it is that you need to clarify, just come to me and I'll clarify it for you. Okay? So yeah.